In today's Beauty Buzz, we are looking at what it really takes to have a great salon experience. Joining us this morning with some great advice is beauty expert Amanda Perkins, who is a senior stylist at Platinum Salon in Tampa. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
I think this is so important to talk about, even before you even make that appointment to go to the salon, to let's figure out what we can do to ensure that when we go, when we leave, we're just as happy. And I know you're excited to talk about this, this topic, excited to help other stylists out there
Absolutely.
too. So let's talk about number one. You say look at photos and bring a photo. That's okay to do. Stylists like that, Amanda?
Please do that. Yes. Yes. We love having photos, something that kind of gets us on the same page, because you can describe something, I can describe something, and it'll be two totally different things. So if I can see something visually that helps me get what your version of Carmel is, then that's very, very helpful. So we just say be open-minded, you know, with suggestions that we might have, where it might be a color or a style that's better suited for your facial features or something like that. But it's super helpful to have inspiration.
At least one, but even a couple may be okay.
Yeah, because a lot of times we can combine two and create one thing with it. So.
And I would imagine that you say be realistic too, though. Don't be bringing in a picture of Beyonce and saying, okay, I want to look exactly like that, and your hair is either really short or...
Have realistic expectations is, I would say, the main thing I would ask of my guests. Yes.
But you can always kind of live in fantasy land. Go ahead and bring it anyways, and then say, well, this is ideal, but understand if it's not possible.
Absolutely.
I love this one, which I don't think a lot of people do unintentionally. Be honest.
Yes.
Be honest with what, Amanda? What are we needing to be honest with our stylist about?
Everything. You know, your stylist, you have such a close relationship, or you gain a close relationship with them, and it's just, we liken it to going to a new doctor for the first time. We need to know your hair history. So, you know, when was the last time you colored it? Have you had reactions in the past to hair color of any sort, any irritations or anything like that? You know, what type of color have you used? Was it professional? Was it at-home color? All of those things really go into a great consultation in allowing us to make a plan for you, what's going to work best for you, and to know things that we maybe need to avoid.
It was funny, kind of before the break we were talking about where you've kind of personally seen where you may not have, somebody didn't tell you they used either a box color or a certain type of color, and it can really cause a chemical reaction when you decide what you're putting on their hair as well.
Yes, a very serious chemical reaction can happen. So that's not always the case, but everyone's hair is different. It's a living, growing part of your body. So as much as we know information-wise in hair color theory, once we put color on your hair, that reaction is out of our control. So it is super, super important to know what has that hair been through.
Be proactive about it rather than trying to color correct. I don't even want to get into color correctness, because that's a whole new ball game too.
Absolutely.
All right, open communication, which kind of wraps up all of this as well. I mean, I'm sure it's probably in your years of experience, I'm sure there's been sometimes lack of communication that...
Yeah, sometimes you don't, you know, people don't think that they need to disclose certain things, and then you're halfway through a service and things are kind of not going so great. So we never want for that to happen. You know, we want you to have a great experience and to be happy. So that's why we just say, more than anything, I think people don't understand how important it is to have good, clear communication with your stylist, because once you have that and have that bond, that's how you can have the absolute best hair of your life.
All right, last but not least, give feedback.
Yes.
Are stylists open to feedback?
Yes, that's kind of like a taboo thing, I feel like, because a lot of the time we'll have new guests come to us and say, well, my previous stylist kind of, I didn't feel like I could tell them and I wasn't happy anymore. I understand. I've been there personally, but I can say absolutely, we do what we do because we want to please our guests and we want them to be happy. So if there's something that you're not really clicking with, just let us know. Give us the opportunity to correct it. But if you're not communicating, then how will we know? You know what I mean?
So, and I'm one of those, you never want to hurt anybody's feelings. It takes a lot of time with what you're doing. So, and but you say if you do it nicely.
Yes, that's delivery is everything, right? So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, Amanda, thank you so much for being here this morning and for offering this great advice. We look forward to doing more Beauty Buzz segments with you. So thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks.